All right, so here we are. I'm going to change out this plug while I'm down here doing my old electrician yoga. In any case, look at the old plate. I'm going to get rid of it, put a new plate on there. So let's go ahead and cut that off. I got the meter. You should always check whether you use an inductance tester, which isn't my favorite, or take a meter. Yeah, I got nothing. Actually, I've got it in, there we go. Let's get out of continuity. Got nothing. Got nothing. Because you know, when you got nothing, that hurts less. So just a word to the wise. So there's other ways to do this, but I just want to take a second. These are already stripped from the old number 12 backstabs. Again, classic 80s. Actually, what am I saying? This house was built in 70-something. So, again, we already talked about this, the box. You'll notice the walls of the box are super thick. So, and that is Bakelite. If you don't know what that is, it's probably a good thing because Bakelite was not... any of you have ever tried to drill a hole in Bakelite to add a wire, it just exploded like eggshells. I don't think that's too dramatic because it's pretty much the way it goes. Okay, I'm closing my loops. I'm a little bit of a rush because I want to get back out to the panel before it gets dark. I know I have a flashlight, but old people have got a thing about the dark. So I'm closing this up. And then I'm going to tighten it. So sometimes, or a lot of times, I'll use a standard on these. You can obviously go to a Phillips. But some of these screws, your Phillips or your slot just isn't that solid. And so a lot of times I use the standard because it grips the screw better. The downside, you guys see how my palm is, right? So the point is you don't want to push too hard because if you slip, here, let's fake it, crunch. And I have stabbed myself so many times, most of the time probably said some unkind words as well. Sorry, there we go. Downside to electrician's yoga is you don't know what tools are under you. Maybe young guys do, but us old guys, if it's under us, it's disappeared forever. You're going to open this loop. And there's some other ways to use the stuff that's on the plug. I've just done it this way for a long time. All right, make sure these are closed. Because again, you're trying to make a connection that's going to last a while. So hopefully we don't have to touch this again for, I don't know, let's say 20 years. And in 20 years, that shouldn't be a problem for me. Hopefully. And then the other thing is I'm going to pre-fold these. Okay, pre-bend them so you're not just bench pressing them straight. And then you're looking for, see my ground? Newer houses, this is an issue because if this ground rolls up into the neutral, it's going to trip an arc fault breaker. But here, I just have standard breakers. Yes, I'm using a screwdriver and not an impact drill because, I don't know, I didn't bring it in here or I'm a man and I don't mind using a hand tool. No insults to you younger guys. It just doesn't hurt to turn a screw sometimes. And there you go. And then once this is all in, I'm going to, hopefully this new Midway nylon plate will cover all that pink, all that Pepto Bismol pink. Imagine at some point this whole room was this color of that pink. I mean, not to each his own. There we go. Reflush. Fortunately, this box was put in pretty nicely as far as the finish from the front end. That's the old one. I don't think that's going to cover, Paul. Nope. Looks like somebody's going to have to do some touch-up on the Pepto Bismol. Or, that's right, they make jumbo plates for this very reason, because somebody doesn't want to paint, which is me. I hate painting. And this is the most important part. You notice that slot? Up and down. You cannot get good American electricity out of a screw that's sideways. Don't even try to tell me otherwise. There you go.